I didn't know you were already pushing play.
I pushed play.
Or record, or whatever it is that you do.
Oh, it was pushed. It was pushed. Good afternoon.
Kurt, hello. Thanks for listening to Kurt and Jen in the Morning podcast. We appreciate you being here. It's the last day of big Amazon Prime Big Deals Days.
You sound excited about that. Yes.
Yes, I have more shopping to do. I want to get some Christmas shopping done.
Well, how many dollars have you spent on Amazon Prime Day so far? How many U.S. dollars?
Not very many U.S. dollars. Maybe like 125 U.S. dollars.
I'm way, way above that. Well, I was getting things for Sound and Sight, my little side business. So I had to buy some uplights. I had to buy a Gobo projector. I bought this, that, and the other thing.
We're going to talk about what people are buying. Like, you guys weighed in. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Because we might take advantage of some of those deals you told us about.
Already you heard about one. You're like, I got to get this.
I think, well, you confirmed it was a good deal.
It is a good deal. Also today, Krispy Kreme has some scary donuts coming out.
And delicious.
Yeah. Now, how about this? A magic pill to emulate exercise? We've heard about that before.
I don't like it.
How about a magic pants to help you exercise?
I mean, I like some magic pants for sure. I got some magic in my pants.
I wasn't.
I got a magic wand in my pants. See?
You got any more? No. Another thing that we do that Gen Zers hate.
Oh, yeah. I do it, too.
How about listening to a certain kind of music makes you a worse driver?
Okay.
That's right. Now, can I be a worse driver? That was you.
Oh, it was? Can I be a worse driver? Yeah. No, I cannot. I'm such a good driver.
Is that how it is?
Yeah.
Okay, all that coming up here today. And in case you're wondering, and this is just an excuse to celebrate these things, it is International Beer and Pizza Day. Now,
Ooh.
I think it's Beer and Pizza Day because there's already an International Beer Day and individually International Pizza Day.
It seems to me they go perfectly together, so why not have a day that celebrates both as
beer
one unit?
And pizza. Additionally today,
I feel like we should be going over to Lori and Glenn's house, by the way. They make great homemade pizza.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Middleton Pizzeria, and I know Glenn really loves beer, so he has some real good ones.
that would be good. Let's give him a call after the show.
Okay.
Also today, well, you're not going to celebrate this, National Pet Obesity Awareness Day, so be aware if your pet is obese. We have a very fit and trim beagle, and I know this because I've seen other beagles. I don't know if they're more prone to being a little rounder.
What? Are you kidding me right now?
Chunky beagles all over the place.
Okay.
And so, but a lot of people are like, let them have what they want. And I can't disagree with that either. It's
I
up to
want
you.
to know why you're announcing all of these international and national days right now.
I thought you'd love the international days.
I mean, I do, but okay. Then we also have to mention that it's National Curves Day. If you're a curvy woman.
There you go.
It's your day. It's our day, I should say.
Is that a big one? Yes.
National Stop Bullying Day. Yes,
National
of course
Stop
it is.
Bullying Day is also going on today. So
Let's
enjoy all
celebrate
those
by
days.
not bullying.
Yeah.
And by making sure our pets aren't fat.
And having beer and pizza.
Seems like a nice one to me. Keeps you curvy.
It keeps you curvy. All the above.
Can I just mention something really quick here, please?
Yeah.
Jackie, my roommate, just texted me, like literally just texted me and said, I'm listening to yesterday's episode, and you can send a FaceTime link to an Android user, and they can FaceTime right now.
Oh.
It's so slick.
That was yesterday.
That's
We were
what she
talking
said.
about can Android users and iPhone users
date.
Yeah. And a big percentage said no. And we assumed it was because, you can't FaceTime, but apparently you can.
You can.
Thanks to Jackie.
Like that.
She actually answered one of those questions we threw out there. I don't know.
See?
Yes.
Now we know
rely
what
on
makes
you.
us smarter. Listening to this show will make you know things. All the things.
All the things.
All the things.
Everything ever. Mm-hmm. All right. Yesterday, the first Kraken game, the home opener against St. Louis and Kraken. Well,
you went there. Let's talk about that.
I did go, yes.
Because you're a season ticket holder. You love the Kraken so much.
It was a 1:30 in the afternoon game.
They walked the blue carpet.
All the players came in the blue carpet.
Love
of course,
that.
It's the blue carpet, not the red carpet.
I love that so much.
And prior to the game, we were looking for parking, which, by the way, is stupid expensive. Now, I used to think, obviously, if you're going to park in Clement Pledge Arena parking, it's going to be $30 or $40 or whatever, right?
Or way
or more. Right. Now, all the street parking, have you been down there since they've done this thing? Or on event day, street parking is more expensive. So on a regular day, if you park on the street, say at Harrison or whatever, Harrison and Queen Anne, right around there, typically it'd be like, $2 an hour or something like that?
Yeah. Now what is it?
To park for the event, for 4 hours, it was $40+
It was over $10 an hour.
Yeah. So we're looking around for a good place to park that's relatively cheap. We find a lot that says $25. And who do I bump into there but legendary Como anchor Eric Johnson?
I love him.
He's a good dude.
He really is.
And I was like, how's retirement, buddy? He's like, it's great. But he's looking, he said, I'm looking for something to do. And I think he's getting bored because, he was so busy all the time. So it was great to see Eric. And then we went to the game. Game was great for all 3 periods. The Kraken played well with the exception of about 4 minutes. And that's all it took for the St. Louis Blues to get 3 goals. Final was 3-2.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't doze for a second in hockey.
That's probably not a good way to start the season, but
right.
It's only one game. You have a new game. When's the next one?
The next home game is not until next Thursday, I think.
You on the spot there. I thought you knew
I believe that's what it is.
By heart.
And they have 81 more games to go, so plenty of time.
Oh, okay. Nothing
for redemption.
but time. Nothing but time, people.
Nothing but time for redemption. Kraken.
Yesterday, Kurt, you went to the Kraken game and I went to therapy.
It's not because I went to the Kraken game, is it?
No.
Yes.
No, I just went, when Pat and I had our first really big fight, I just realized that there's some things that I still need to figure out. So off to therapy I went.
Is this a new therapist? Or
no, it's my one that I saw for 7 years trying to fix my marriage. But that doesn't work when it's only one person.
Good point.
We're not going to go
into
that.
A little dig, nice.
No, I'm sorry. That was really rude.
It was beneficial?
Yeah. As I was walking out, she said, Jen, I want you to know that, she recognizes that it's really hard work to go to therapy. And also that she's like, when people find themselves in a therapist's office, it's because they want to make themselves better. And when that happens, the world gets better because you're showing up for yourself better and for other people better and ultimately the world better. So,
well, thankfully, there's not as much of a stigma on checking up on your mental health. We've actually got a story coming up here in a little bit on that.
Oh, yeah.
However, for those that are concerned about it, when, I've had great benefit from therapy.
Yeah.
When my mom first got ill when she got Alzheimer's. So my whole family's in Florida, right? And here I am in Seattle. My mom is obviously going to pass away.
Yeah.
And you remember, I was like, well, do I sell the house and move to Florida to help out with the family? Of course, my dad's like, don't be an idiot. But I did have issues with that. And so I went and saw my therapist, Melissa, and she was awesome and very helpful. And of course, you're there and you find out, I came in here to talk about this, and I've talked about 20 other things.
Yes, that's what happened. I'm like, I'm here for a very specific reason. I need more tools in my toolbox for this.
Yeah.
And then she starts asking me questions. I'm like, oh, this is hard.
So big fans. Fan is an unusual word. Therapy is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good for you.
Last night after the Kraken game, it came up, and because Sean O'Donnell, I believe the family was taking a week in Leavenworth.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he asked me to host, and I said, sure, I'm happy to do it. And I think it went pretty well. It's basically I get to still be the smart ass that I am, except I have a microphone and I have to ask questions for people. Also, our regular team, Whiskey Business, showed up.
Yeah.
And there was some concern that maybe they'd be getting some insider information. No.
No, we continued to. Was not there, but I heard that we got 9th place yet again.
For some reason.
Nothing changed.
There are 14 teams altogether, and we got 9th place.
Gosh.
Yeah. But
how do we level that up? Get
more
smarter
people on our
smarter
team.
People.
They seemed like they were pretty difficult questions last night.
We have smart people on our team.
That's true.
I mean, for real.
It's well-rounded.
They're freaking smart.
We've got people that know more about science and math and sports, and we know about music, and I know about stupid things, So
yeah.
That was great. Thanks for Sean for the invite. And
how's your family in Florida, by the way?
Good question. Let me try to wrap this up quickly. There are 3 family members. My father is in Naples. My one sister is in also Naples, and the other one's in Tampa. Jody in Tampa had to evacuate yesterday. She evacuated to higher ground.
Okay.
To stay with a friend and their family. And everything seems to be cool there. My dad is not in assisted living. He's in independent living. And they moved the entire independent living, all 3 floors and however many people, out to Orlando. So
my mom's in Orlando right now.
Hang tight. I know. We're gonna talk about that too.
Okay.
So if you don't know, of Naples and Fort Myers, where my dad used to live, is really far south in Florida.
Yes.
And Orlando is pretty far north, or maybe central. So they loaded all the people onto 4 buses And up they went to Orlando. And I think everything, well, they got there okay.
Did they get to go to Disney World when they were there?
I don't think they were interested in going to Disney World.
Oh,
Maybe some of them. My dad was like, I'm like, how does it feel to be in the happiest place on earth? They're not very happy. You know, he didn't want to bug out and whatnot. So anyway, everybody so far seems to be doing well. I'll give you an update. But your mom is in Orlando.
Yeah, I just texted her. I said, what's your guys' status? Are you guys okay? Because I talked to her yesterday. She's like, we're under tornado watch currently for the county we're in.
Tornado?
Yeah, we are under a tornado watch. That's what she said. For every station you listen to on TV has a different idea of what's going on. I'm going to try to do a group text so I don't have so many people texting me. So please pass this on to your nephew and
everybody else.
Your grandkid or your kids and blah, blah, blah.
Well, hurricanes actually can spawn smaller tornadoes. So, of course, I don't want to say thoughts and prayers, but
we are praying. We're sending
good vibes in the universe for everbody in Florida.
Yeah, let's hope
they
they're
just got hit really hard by Helene, and now there's
Milton.
Good old Milton, right? Who loves Krispy Kreme? Show of hands.
I do. Do you not?
No, I'm running the board here. I have to keep this.
I love Krispy Kreme, and I love Ghostbusters, and they have donuts for Halloween that are Ghostbusters.
That's right. The theme is Ghostbusters, so of course they've got in when there's something strange and it don't look good. Who are you going to call?
Krispy Kreme.
New series of donuts at Krispy Kreme just for Halloween. They're calling it the Krispy Kreme's Ghostbusters collection. 4 new donuts you need to try. That's what it says. You need to try.
And well, it's all in time for the 40th anniversary of the film's debut.
All right. So
wait, can we just pause right there for a second?
Yeah.
40 years ago is when Ghostbusters came out.
We talked about this. All you're doing is trying to make me feel old. All right. The new donut flavors are Ghostbusters cookies and cream. That has a donut made with Oreo.
Yeah. An original glazed donut dipped in chocolate icing, topped with Oreo pieces. A dollop of buttercream with Oreo and a No Ghost logo candy. Wait a second.
That's just one of the 4. That's all the cookies and cream donut. All that information you just gave.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you want me to find out the other ones?
I kind of want to know all of them.
Well, how do you kill time while I'm looking for that information?
I say that I looked up the picture of the donut set, the set of donuts of 4. Number 1, they're super cute. And number 2, the one I really want to eat. The big Stay Puft marshmallow guy? The big marshmallow guy. I am hoping that there's marshmallow cream inside it and it's marshmallow frosting on top.
Okay.
That's what I hope for. That's what I hope.
Okay.
You're not finding it.
I'm not finding it.
I think you're on the wrong day. You got to go to today. Today.
Oh, okay.
You're going to find it. Oh, I tried a new restaurant in Bellevue yesterday. It's called The Koi. If you like sushi, that was very good. It was called The Koi.
Okay.
In downtown Bellevue. It was delicious. And I tried another new restaurant for lunch in Marysville called Cristiano's. And that was like this pizza. It had pizza and salad and pasta.
All right.
And hold on, one other thing. Calzones. And they're like this bigger than your face calzones.
I love calzones. That's my favorite way to eat pizza.
Really?
Oh, it's like folded over and all contained in there.
I had this pesto chicken one and it was freaking delicious.
Here we go.
Okay.
Tell me Ghostbusters donuts. The Ghostbusters cookies and cream you started out with Oreo.
I can't believe that was all one. Okay.
The Slimer donut is an unglazed donut with lemon-flavored green filling dipped in purple and green icing with Slimer candy.
That one does not sound good to me.
You even made it doesn't sound good face. You're actually making a gross face right now.
Lemon-flavored green filling, Barfarama.
I'm going to have that Barfarama because it sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right.
I was yucking your yum. Sorry.
Ecto Sprinkled Donut. The Ecto Sprinkled Donut, original glazed donut dipped in orange-colored icing topped with neon sprinkles.
Okay, here's what I'm waiting for.
Go.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man Donut Pull Apart.
Yeah.
Powdered original glazed donut dots topped with marshmallow flavored buttercream and a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man candy. Okay.
Awesome.
We got to go get those, Kurt.
Okay. Well, you've got them until Halloween-ish to grab those.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
All right, moving on. That took a long time. Sorry about that.
It's okay. We'll pick it up. This new exercise pill, they have now a pill that mimics the effects of running a 10K.
Perfect. So you can eat those 10 donuts, take the pill, and everything's good.
Exactly. It cancels each other out.
Oh, my God. not how the world works.
And I don't know if this is even how that pill works, but this is from Denmark. There's researchers saying that they have created a pill, and it mimics the benefits of running a 10K.
So it's an exercise pill.
Right. So it doesn't come with all the benefits of running. They're saying, you don't get like stronger muscles or stronger legs like you actually ran. But
hello, people. That's the reason you exercise, because then you build your core strength and it protects your bones as you get older.
Mm-hmm.
For crying out loud.
But it does mimic the effect that running a 10K has on your metabolism. It brings the body into metabolic state corresponding to running 10 kilometers at high speed on an empty stomach. And it's been working on rats. But they haven't tried it on humans yet.
Well, certainly if it's worked on rats, it will work on us.
We'll find out about that. But that also leads to, hey, if you want to help with exercising, you don't want to take that pill.
Okay, this one I might do.
They are now AI-powered, artificial intelligence-powered hiking pants.
The H word.
That give you 40% more leg power, Jen. So these are actually pants that will basically go hiking for you.
Hi, firefighter boyfriend Pat, I hope you're listening. I need these pants, and then I can hike all day long with you.
Jen has always mentioned that hike is a 4-letter word. These are called Mogo pants, short for mountain goat, Mogo. And they're not way off in the horizon. The first orders are set to ship next year. They have an exoskeleton, right, in each pant leg that helps you push off while going uphill. Then they lighten the load to protect your knees while coming back down. I need these for every day.
Oh my gosh. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, actually.
The
startup company called Skip is making them. They teamed up with a high-tech outerwear brand.
Arc'teryx.
Oh, that's a mega brand.
Now, price-wise?
This is where I can't do it.
About $5,000 a pair. But if you look at it at $2,500 a leg, that's not as expensive.
And if you're going to hike like every day, divide that by 300 and however many days.
What a bargain. There's a new trend. They're calling it move wear, clothing that literally helps you move around.
$5 a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Wowzer, kazouzers.
That's how much it's going to take to get you to hike.
Well, yeah, because I would try those out. If I can hike up a hill for $5,000, I can't. I don't have. What am I talking about? I have.
You can hike up a hill for $0.
Right.
You just don't want to. Great news from Seattle Children's Hospital here.
This is really. We were talking about mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
You'd think that Seattle Children's would see a lot of, playground accidents with kids, bad viruses, allergic reactions, and stuff like that. But it turns out the number one reason more than 50,000 kids came to Seattle Children's last year for a mental or behavioral health visit. And it turns out that that's actually the most common reason that people have been visiting Seattle Children's or coming there for a visit. So this is many families that are seeking mental health help. They go to the emergency room. They don't know where else to go. That has changed.
Can I just tell you, and I hope I don't cry, we had to do this with my oldest daughter, Riley. We went to the emergency room, to Children's Hospital, and they are amazing. But it took a hot second to get a bed, and it's hard to get in. And so this is really, really, really great.
There's a new at Seattle Children's Hospital, and this is the first in the state of Washington, the first urgent care clinic for mental health, specifically dedicated to kids for mental health and behavioral health issues. And it's right here in our area.
So the bottom line is that you don't have to go to the emergency room. That's the whole thing. They're clearing up the emergency room and using this as, and it's desperately needed. Right.
As they say here for parents and families, if they're in a bit of a crisis, because sometimes you're like, well, this is not,
Oh, no, we had a crisis for sure.
Right. Yeah,
but it didn't need to be an emergency room crisis.
Right. So this is the new mental health urgent care now open at the Magnuson location of Children's.
Magnuson Clinic.
Yeah.
Children's Magnuson Clinic.
In addition to in-person visits, providers offer virtual appointments for families across the state.
Yeah. I want to just say this. The new urgent care clinic aims to get children help in a faster, simpler way before it's an emergency. Because of the expected demand, Children's Magnuson Clinic is already looking at where they might open additional urgent cares inside hospitals' regional clinics.
And thanks to Como 4 News, they did a nice story on this as well.
And we wanted to bring it to you. It's just good news for our community and world. I mean, Children's is actually the only, let me get this right, like in our region, like including Idaho and Alaska, it's the only clinic that serves, or the only hospital that serves kids. Like its demand is so great.
Right.
So we need to branch out and get more accessibility in different states.
And it looks like they're working on at least getting
I
more
love it.
around here.
Love it.
Thanks to Seattle Children's. All right. From that, I'll let you talk about this.
I'm going to. I think that this doesn't come as really a surprise because if you have bad breath, it's probably a sign of like bad oral hygiene.
Yes.
But there's this gross life hack, actually.
Gross life hack.
So there's this hygienist that was on TikTok and it's gone viral. And she's telling people, smell your floss your teeth and then smell your floss.
And if it smells disgusting.
Because if she says the smell of gum disease is fairly revolting when it's right up under your nose. So you could like floss more. You always should be flossing every day anyway.
Right.
But if you're worried, smell your floss and then you can tell if you've got gum disease and maybe hit the dentist.
Smell your floss. Or have your partner like, here, Pat, smell my floss.
I'll see if Pat will, though, because he's a firefighter and he's seen it all. And does. I mean, that's the great thing about Pat. He's not grossed out by anything.
He's seen a lot of gross things already. All right. Every time, football fans, Seahawks fans,
Hawks!
Thank you. Every time the Sunday Night Football theme is aired, as done by Carrie Underwood, so every time
your mouth on this.
This does make me feel bad, although good for Carrie. Every time the Sunday Night Football theme is aired, Carrie Underwood makes $1 million. $1 million every time the Sunday Night Football theme plays.
I mean, someone's got to pay for those legs.
They're probably insured, heavily insured. So you think about that. For the entirety, this was all of last season. And I don't know what seasons before that, it doesn't say, but all last season and this season, she's making $1 million every time the theme is aired. There's 18 games in the NFL season, 18 weeks rather. So that means that she'll between last season and this season, she's going to make $36 million. And I don't want to say to make matters worse, but good for her. She records the entire season worth of songs in one setting. So she's gone in now.
Because she says the names of the football teams that are playing in the song. That's
according
why.
To Carrie, I sing every possible combination of teams that could possibly maybe play each other, even if in the back of your mind you're like, I know they're not going to make it in the playoffs. So she goes in for one day, does all the songs, and then for that day she takes home $18 million, basically.
It's a good payday.
I think it's fantastic. Good for her.
Yeah, seriously.
Way to work it.
How do we do that?
We don't. We'd have to sing.
All right, this is something that I do it in my emails, I do it on my text messages.
And don't change a thing.
I'm a Gen Xer, and I will not change this just because Gen Zers hate it. What is it?
It's the old ellipses. Most people call it ... right?
Yeah.
And let me just say this first. It is a punctuation. Its use as punctuation means to pause there or suggests that there's an omission of words or there's something left unsaid.
I'm using it correctly.
We are always using it correctly.
They just don't like it.
Some guy on TikTok explained that older people do this and why younger people hate it. Gen Zers are judging you if you are using ellipses in your text.
Why?
They'd rather you just hit send and start a new text. I'm not going to do that. I see what they're saying.
But why do they hate it so much?
I don't know.
To Gen Zers, ellipses implies you're annoyed or being passive-aggressive. Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
People, educate yourself on what it means. That doesn't mean you're being... Oh, man.
Right. So...
Okay.
So, but...
Now you know.
Gen Z hates it. You know what I hate? When Gen Z hates things that I do.
I know.
It's double hate.
Yeah.
We're not changing our use of ellipses.
I cannot believe we're talking about this one.
I think you can.
I didn't know it was called a body count.
I didn't either. This is awkward for anybody, especially in a newer relationship. At some point, you may have wondered, or your partner may have wondered, hey, prior to me, right, how many,
other partners have you had, if you know what I mean?
You just said it, so we know what you mean.
Well, splitting, you could have lots of other partners, but I mean, like, you're splitting the sheets with them.
Right, splitting the sheets. Does the person that you are with know, and they're calling this your body count, which is kind of a gross way to put it.
Yeah.
Does the person you're with know how many other people that you have slept with? All right. Does Pat?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know Pat's number?
Yeah.
I don't think Dana and I have shared those numbers, and that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
You think my number is higher than hers?
100%.
Okay, so A new poll found the average partners that people have, their body count is 14. Does that seem high?
Well, I mean, if you're doing the average, because there's some guys that are way, way up there. Or I shouldn't say guys. I should say there are some humans that are way, way up there in their numbers. So if you're trying to take an average, that sounds probably
Well, if you take the average and it's 14 and you're like, 19 years old, that's probably, you might want to slow down a bit. But if you're in your 40s or 50s and it's 14, that's probably about right.
I mean, it depends on your life circumstance. I mean, if you're married in an exclusive marriage, and
it better not be 14.
Right.
All right. So about a quarter of people in relationships said the person that they're with does not know their true body count,
which means they may be lied about it.
Most said it's because they've never asked, but 1 in 6 have lied.
Yeah.
And said it's a number that's lower than their real one. Nobody lies and says it's more, except guys talking with their guy friends. Hey.
I knew a guy who
I know this.
Number was over 200.
He's lying.
I don't think so.
Well, then he's really worthless. It's true, though, isn't it? That's a mean thing to say, but other things made this a bad person. So, all right.
I think it's interesting. Hold on. I think that some of this is interesting. Like stats from the survey, 1 in 5 people are embarrassed by their body count number. Embarrassed or not, 19% wished it was higher, and 25% wished it was lower.
I'd say
these are good things to think about, right? Do you wish your body count was higher or lower than it is?
I would. And
why would you wish it was higher? Just because you wished you were experienced more.
Maybe if your number is 1 and you got married to that person, you're like, well, I suppose I should have gone in.
Sowed my wild oats a little more.
Right. But I could think that you might want it to be lower if there's been some people that have been hurt along the way,
Yeah. Over 6 in 10 people said they don't want to know how many people their partner's been with.
That's probably good.
It doesn't matter. Know? I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter because you're choosing to be with that person.
No, I don't care. I mean, if she came back and said, well, it's 100, I'd be like, okay, let's chat.
Okay.
Let's have a little chat here.
Let's talk about shopping.
All right.
Because I got some shopping to do after this.
Amazon Big Deals Day going on again today. It's a 2-day deal. 2-day deals. And as we mentioned before, already taking advantage of some of those deals. But we asked you yesterday, what are you looking forward to? What are you going to buy? What have you already bought for Amazon Deal Days? But mostly because Jen wanted to know, well, what are the deals?
What am I missing out on? What do I need to know about?
Right. So Marilyn said that her Amazon Big Deal, she got her pirate rubber ducky. I don't know what that is, but good for her.
I'm guessing it's a rubber ducky that looks like a pirate.
Mm-hmm. Sonia just got this lavender shower steamers calm. What is that? That's something you put in your shower to calm you down?
Yeah, it's a shower steamer. I like the idea of it because it makes your shower smell real nice and fresh.
All right.
She did. My roommate Jackie did this too. She put some stuff. She checked all her subscriptions and put stuff in her inbox, and then checked to see if any of it was on sale. For Jackie, nothing was on sale. She was kind of disappointed.
But there you go.
And Sonia said the same thing. Only one of her things was on sale.
Maya got a long black concert skirt for her daughter for $17.
That's a good deal.
That's a great deal, yeah.
Corey said her husband Eric bought some of those outdoor weatherproof string lights to go above her patio. I love those.
Good job,
much.
Eric.
They make me happy.
Those.
And she said, I was a good girl, though, and bought nothing. But don't ask what I bought 2 days before that, though.
2 days before that. Yeah. I guess I did wait a couple days on some of the things because I knew just to see what was coming up.
This is what was big, though, because Laura said, and this caused conversation within the text string or the comment string on Facebook on Jen in the Morning.
Noise-canceling earphones or headphones. Maybe she did the earbuds. I don't know. And one guy said it was the headphones in sandstone, new color.
We looked these up, and I said, because Kurt knows all the things about sound stuff.
Yes.
And he's like, that is a really good deal.
Well, both Dane and I have our Bose noise-canceling headphones already. Ours are not in sandstone, no.
There was one that was their anniversary color, and they were like gold and silver and real pretty, but those ones weren't on sale.
No.
But you said those are a good price.
Yeah, it's a good price. I think it's $100, which is
$199.
When you think growing up, yeah, I just got some headphones for $200, Dad. What?
Right. But I mean, it's Bose, which is very high quality sound. And I had Bose headphones before until someone ruined them.
There's also some deals on Beats headphones if you prefer those and some of the other brands as well. So it's going on again today. And if you want to just, let us know some of the other deals you got, we'd be happy to see that.
Yeah, I do want to know more. Like, if you have a chance to comment on what you got, like you feel like you got a steal. Kurt and Jen in the Morning Facebook page. What career would you avoid even for double the pay? Kurt, do you have something in mind?
A lot of the jobs that were on this list.
I would not want to be a person that has to deal with poop.
Okay, well, was that on here? Okay, there was a survey. Right?
Yes.
A bunch of people were asked, hey, careers that they would avoid, even for double the pay they're getting now. So somebody's like, we're going to double your salary, but you're going to have to go do this. And they broke these answers down by state, location, and the responses were, we don't have all the states. We're not going to go through all that, but a few of them.
We're going to go through the jobs, though, that people...
Yes. The jobs that even for double the pay you would not do. Meat packing plant worker, which turned out that was the least desirable job in the state of Idaho.
They have a lot of, animals there. I mean, I feel like there's, ranches and stuff in Idaho.
That's true. Well, there are animals everywhere, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm just saying. Commercial fisherman was the least desirable in, of all places, Alaska.
I mean, that is bread and butter up there.
Yeah, but that is really hard work.
Oh,
of all
for
things,
sure it
I had
is.
a friend that used to do, he was a DJ that did mobile dances and stuff like that, and he was a little tight on funds, and so I didn't hear from him for a while. He's like, yeah, I went to Alaska, and I got in a fishing boat. And I was like, that's really hard work, dude. He's like, you're telling me. Especially for somebody who's used to, playing music and
it's smelly.
Yeah. All right. Skyscraper window cleaner.
That's the most undesirable job in Washington.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
You do?
Hanging up there.
And the weather here, I would imagine.
On windows. Also on the list was electrician, roofer. Roofer is tough work. Roofer, logger. How about oil rig worker? Even for twice the money, people said, I'm not going to be an oil rig worker. And oddly, it's the highly undesirable career path in the state of Texas, which I believe
is
they have.
Is like the home of oil. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Black gold. Texas
wonder why
tea.
Oil rigging worker is so hard. I have no idea.
Well, I think it's a hard, messy, gross job. I don't know. I've not done it, surprisingly.
Okay.
My career path.
Did you already say power line worker was most undesirable in Oregon?
Yeah. I bet that. Well, you could get zapped.
That also is, you have to do a lot of training for that too.
People would not, even for twice the money, they would not be a coal miner or a steel worker or a security officer. That rounds off the list of those people.
It would be hard to say no. Well, not for us, because if you double our salary, it's still zero. So there's that.
Good one, Pierak. Good one.
If you had a high-paying job and someone was going to double that, is the job so bad that you wouldn't do it? That's interesting to me.
I've always thought it would be okay because the money's pretty good. I wouldn't mind being a trash collector, a garbage person.
Oh. Okay.
It seems like I wouldn't. And I'm going to have people saying, first of all, it's not garbage person. It's whatever. Sanitation engineer. I don't know.
That's probably what it is.
But yeah, I always thought that would be okay. Is this it?
I think they have a couple
Let's do this one.
Okay.
All right. Finally, drivers. They somehow did some research and found this out. What kind of music that you listen to can affect your driving? I guess we would all say that. If you listen to upbeat music, you might drive faster. They found that listening to heavy metal music actually makes you a worse driver.
I feel like that tracks.
Listening to metal while you drive may not be the best idea. This new poll suggests it makes you dangerous. This is a survey of 1,000 people.
Probably not just in driving.
Metalheads are more likely to honk at other drivers, run red lights, get into major crashes, and get DUIs than are fans of other musical genres.
It's very angry music.
There's other angry music.
Like?
Stuff. The survey also found that metalheads and people that listen to metal while they're driving, they're only fourth on the list of drivers likely to get road rage. You'd think that they'd be, high on that list. But apparently, R&B and soul fans were the most prone to road rage.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Followed by rap and then EDM.
Mm-hmm. You're techno fans.
Okay.
So, drivers most likely to tailgate, rap listeners. People who listen to podcasts are the most likely to text while driving and get into a fender bender. You know why they get into a fender bender?
Why?
Because they're texting while driving. Yes.
Huh. That's interesting.
Don't change your musical taste just because we told you so, but
I was listening to some, I think it was maybe metal. It was kind of interesting. There was this gal singing, right? I think it was metal. Gal singing. And she had this beautiful voice. But then all of a sudden she was like, rah, 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 rah.
That's what happens, yeah.
Like, what?
She probably stubbed her toe on stage or something and she was upset.
I couldn't believe she could do it with her voice, and it was a real thing. Like, we looked it up.
Oh, they have those different genres like Screamo, and yeah, like you're talking about.
But then she went into this beautiful, like, part of the song. I'm like, okay.
Well, remember how it used to be? It still is. You'd have these bands that were consistently doing these, angry, hard rock or metal songs, and then they put out this really gorgeous
ballad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those guitarists are actually really, really good guitar players, and the tender side of Metallica.
Well, that's nice.
All right. So, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. Be sure to follow us, like us, subscribe if you haven't done so already. That's super helpful.
We would appreciate the subscription.
And if you can take a minute, I realized that there's a ratings system that you can rate the podcast on the different platforms. So if you can take a minute, give us a review.
Rate us.
All of the engagement you give helps us grow.
It's not too judgy. We appreciate it.
We do. Yeah, and if there's something that you want us to be talking about or you don't like that we do, let us know. You didn't like that.
No,
okay.
the music ended.
Right.
We talked too long.
Have an amazing day. Make good choices. Find joy. Spread kindness.